Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by our dear brother. Strange things do happen in this world. The message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? My brother, I am a man who is aged 27 years old, and from a very young age, me and my dad, even my siblings, we used to have a gym at our place. So I grew up lifting weights. By the time that I turned 16, I was already going to the nightclubs with my father, because my father, he was working at this other nightclub and he was working as a bouncer at that nightclub. I am not married and I only have one child, and I started dating most of these slay queens, and I was sort of like a protection for them. This I started to do when I was somewhere around 19 years. There were those women, usually those prostitutes, that go to the touchline there by the avenues. Those were the prostitutes that I used to protect, because there were guys that would come and pick them up. Then the guys will refuse to give them money. So I was always on call whenever a girl will be picked up. So if there was an emergency, me and my siblings, we will go there. Then we will beat up that guy and demand money from him. So now I am working at this other bar. Whilst I was working at that bar, that was when I started to date another slay queen, but this one, she was different, because right now she is 23 years of age, but when I started dating her, she was only 22 years old, and I didn't even know that she didn't have a womb. She sold off her womb, but she said that she was robbed by a guy who is from DRC, who is a Congolese guy. What happened to her is that she got impregnated when she was still in high school, and she stays in an area called Highfields. This girl, she is very beautiful. For her to become a slay queen, I think it was just her destiny. She is too beautiful, and born in a poor family with that kind of a beauty, men were going to take advantage of her. So she kept on coming to the bar where I was the bouncer, and usually I would allow her, because we have a limit of how many prostitutes we are allowed to allow into the bar, so that they can be with the rich clients. So when she came with her beauty, I then said to her, let us make a deal. You will be giving me like sex whenever I want it. Then I will let you in through the back door, so that you can earn a little bit of money. So that is how I started dating this slay queen from Highfields. Me and her, we then went and we had our blood tested, because we had dated each other for a couple of months. When she said that she wanted unprotected sex, I said, let us go and get tested. When we went there, Brother Nashi, I was quite happy when I found out that she was HIV negative. We also tested for several STIs. That is when we started to have sexual intercourse without using any protection at all. And these ladies of the night, the prostitutes, when they start giving you love, they will give you love so much that you can even forget your own name. The more that we dated, the more that I wanted her to have a child for me, the more that I wanted her to fall pregnant for me. But we tried, Brother Nashi, and that is what hurts me the most, because all this time she could not tell me that she did not have a womb. She lost her womb when she was only 18 years old. She only told me this was after I had dropped. So in my life, even though I had been dating a lot of prostitutes and slay queens, I had never had any STI at all. So after sleeping with her one night, she then returned back to her mom's place, and I felt that there was so much itchiness on my manhood. And when I looked, the moment that I went to do some pee, it was really painful and hot down there. That was when I saw some yellowish discharged, and I knew that this was nothing but an STI. So I told her that I was going to the clinic and she should come. So she came and she was very apologetic about this issue. I said, have you been dating someone else and making love to that person? without using any protection at all. She then said, oh, so it is now happening. I said, what is happening? This lady then told me that she was dating this other rich guy from Congo, and she met this guy from DRC on Facebook. Then she started to date this guy on Facebook. The guy, then what he started to do is that he was sending her a lot of money. Then she would go and collect the money. And this girl told me that there was a time when this guy suddenly called her using a video call. And when this guy called her using a video call, the guy was like naked, and the guy instructed her to strip herself naked and get into bed. So she then got into her bed, and she also stripped herself naked. So they started to make love on the phone. The guy was instructing her on how she was supposed to masturbate. So they both did this online masturbation on a video call until they had both finished. And when they had both finished, the guy then said, pretend as if you are actually licking off the sperms that are still there on my manhood. This girl, when she spoke with me, she said the moment that she was doing the masturbation with that guy, she felt like this guy was with her in her own room. Even the moment when she pretended as if she was actually licking off the sperm that she was seeing on that Congolese guy manhood, she felt that there was some fluid that were inside her mouth, and when she spit out the fluid, she saw that these were nothing but sperms. So this thing continued happening over and over again. This girl said the more that they did it, the more that she felt that she had pelvic pain, and she started to have a lot of smelly discharge, and that guy then blocked her. But the day that this guy blocked this slay queen that I am dating, he just texted her and said, it is over for you. Any guy that is going to sleep with you not using any protection, that guy is also going to suffer from the same disease that you are suffering from. When she wanted to respond to this guy, then she saw that the number was no longer available on WhatsApp. How it was even possible, I do not even understand. She could not even explain. And mysteriously, her phone disappeared. She does not know if she does not know if her phone was stolen or if her phone was taken like spiritually by that Congolese rich guy. This girl then said she went to the hospital, and when she went to the hospital, she was given some antibiotics. After that, she was also given these other pills, just that I have forgotten the name of those pills. She told me the type of pills that she started to drink that she was given, but they go hand in hand with the antibiotics that she had been given, so as to cure the pain that she was feeling in her pelvic area. Then she started to go on her periods non-stop. She was going on her periods. She said that she could actually see some bodily tissues that will come out of her private part mixed with her own blood. When she went back to the hospital, that was when she was told that she had cervical cancer, and for her to survive, her womb had to be removed. That is how her womb was removed. Brother Nashi, she is quite young, and I am stuck by her. She told me that the only way that I can get cured is if I stick by her. And I thought that she was lying. We got those pills that cured this drop that we had, that she infected me with. And after I saw that the discharge was no longer coming out of my manhood, I thought of dumping her. So I dumped her. The moment that I dumped her, Brother Nashi, this discharge, the way that it was coming out again, it was as if someone had opened a tap, the way that the water comes out of a tap when you open it. That is how this discharge was coming out. Within a couple of hours, I was feeling dizzy. I could not even walk properly. I managed to call her. She came. When she came and she said, make love to me. I said, how can I make love to you with all of this discharge that is coming out? It was as if I was urinating this discharge, but she stripped me. Then she came on top of me. The moment that she inserted my manhood into her private part, That was when the discharge stopped. So this is what she told me. She said she has experienced this. If she dates a guy, and if a guy gets this drop, then when the guy dumps her, the guy will start to suffer from this unstoppable discharge that will be coming out like it was doing until the guy would have died. And if I was not going to make love to you, then you were going to die. So this is where I am with this girl. Now she is saying, let us just stick together. You already have a child. Your life depends on sleeping with me. Let me become your wife. We can hustle together. She will continue being a prostitute, and I'll continue being the bouncer that I am at the nightclub where I am working whilst we are staying together. I don't know what to do anymore. I tried to go to this other traditional healer, but it seems as if this Congolese guy, it seems as if he's a satanic guy, because that traditional healer then kicked me out of his consulting room. He just accused me of some stuff that I had not even done. He said, oh, I can see that you are disrespecting my shrine. You are actually telling yourself that my ancestors, they are not powerful. Now leave my shrine. I tried to negotiate with him, but he said, leave my shrine, young man, and return to where you come from. So I am stuck. I am stuck, Brother Nashi. I am scared that the more that I sleep with this girl, this slay queen that I am dating, maybe I am also going to have cancer. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brothers. Strange things do happen in this world.